1433. 800-965-1433. 800-965-1433.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Now, from the Signature Bank Studios.
This hour of The Shaun Thompson Show is sponsored exclusively by DonleyAuctions.com. Inherited a coin collection? Sell to global bidders for top dollar. DonleyAuctions.com.
AM 560. The Answer.
I can see paradise by the
Meatloaf! There's a transvestite out there, Meatloaf, stealing your gig. Typical. The transvestite squirrel.
Qualifications do you have to serve in the U.S. Senate?
Oh, I ran for office several times. Didn't win, but I did run. And then...
Standing there with mental illness on display, looking like Meatloaf in some sort of mid-thigh skirt. Not a good look, cankles and all. Not Hillary Clinton cankles. I mean, he's not that repulsive. But he's right next to it. You know what's fascinating, too? Whatever happened to all the never-Trumpers? Here's a sentence you'll never hear again, Squirrel. Jonah Goldberg, what do you think? Hey, Stephen Hayes, what do you think? Hey, morons. Hey, Lincoln Project pedophile Republicans, what do you think? You know what sentence you're not going to hear soon? Hey, Tom Massey, stop banging the staffers. No, not this. He married the one staffer. The other staffer he was banging, she brought him up on sexual harassment, tried to settle with it. But now he's got himself a new hairdo and a new suit, and he's looking for a new gig on MSNBC.
But I don't think the problem, is that our elections aren't secure because we control the House, we control the Senate, we control the White House, and
Hey, Tom. Hey, stupid. What about all the areas the elections get stolen that have been destroyed by Democrats for 100 years, like Chicago or Illinois or Cook County or California or New York or New Jersey or Philly? What about that? Hey, Tom, are you so twisted by your new girlfriend? What is she, 29? You used to be your staffer that you're banging now after the wife died. Are you so twisted? Is that suit too tight where you can't think about anybody other than your own hatred and penis envy for Donald Trump?
some degree we control the Supreme Court. So I asked my Republican colleagues, why are you complaining about election fraud? We won all the damn elections.
No, you didn't. We suffered under 4.5 years with Joe Biden and Barack Obama. And then you come to think about it. What did you do, Tom? In the grand scheme of things, aside from picking up some young broads, what did you do the whole time you were a congressman? Huh, suck toy? Nothing. You did nothing. Now it's time for a man to talk, Tom. So shut up forever. Go kiss Mitch McConnell's wrinkled ass. Elected by the same morons.
Areas of concern. First, they show that over a period of years, starting during the 2020 election cycle, the People's Republic of China carried out what is believed to be the largest compromise of election data in history, resulting in China's illicit acquisition of 220 million U.S. voter files. That information includes names, addresses, phone numbers, political party preferences, and other sensitive data that would be needed to register to vote and engage in other nefarious activities, which is exactly what was happening. This data loss presents an unprecedented election security nightmare. The intelligence, finally, to reveal just how vulnerable our elections continue to be, we are releasing the results of a stunning investigation by the Department of Homeland Security. According to the DHS review, state voter rolls and public records, they identified approximately 278,000 non-citizens who are registered to vote in federal elections.
Hey, Tom! Hey, Massey, now I know you're busy. She's 29. You got to keep up. You're on a drip, Viagra and Cialis, aren't you? What about that, Tom? You stupid moron. You intellectually corrupted penis envy moron. What about that, Tom? What about that?
But I don't think the problem, is that our elections aren't secure because we control the House, we control the Senate, we control the White House.
What about all the other areas? Stupid. This is why, Squirrel, whenever somebody starts talking to you about these libertarians, between this guy and McAfee, killed his neighbor, and these other schizophrenics, they're just a little bit better than the meatloaf transvestites. Just a little bit.
I'm a songwriter, and then I write my own books.
So's Tom Massey. Oh, now I understand. But I paid attention in 2020 to everybody who was bringing information.
Well, I think it's a very significant announcement, not only what he said, but the fact that they are releasing these documents so that we can really fact check the claims we heard this evening. I've been digging into the documents already, and I found this November 2020 email. And it specifically states, it's a conversation among intelligence officials. It specifically states that they have, quote, deliberately massaged one of our pending PDBs, that's the president's daily brief, to
Now, Congressman, you would have known that, right, Tom? Were you in on that too? What was it, to squash another one of your staffers you were stooping? You wanted to squash that lawsuit? Is that why you kept your mouth shut, Tom? Scum.
Avoid any direct links to the election, and that is consistent with my reporting. I understand the whistleblower complaint alleged, and I think we're now seeing it in the emails, that there was an intentional effort to suppress intelligence about China's influence operations. And this was, Katie, like a massive effort, what they call a multi-domain operation. That means...
Tom, you were there the whole time Biden was in office. Did you work tirelessly to expose the FBI laptop that the FBI had been sitting on? What were you doing? You're stupid. That's right. Staffers. It's Caligula in Washington. Every single one of these morons, every one of them, in their office right now playing naked twister with a 29-year-old staffer. The ones who are heterosexual, well, the other ones too. It's all the same nonsense.
I've never heard a president dissemble, put more falsehoods out than what Donald Trump did tonight. Why?
That's Warner. He's been there for many, many years. In fact, he's been there since Joe Biden was probably laughed off the stage in 1988 for being a plagiarist and a liar.
Here's a story that you told at least 3 times about Nelson Mandela. Take a look.
I had the great honor of meeting him. I had the great honor of being arrested with our UN ambassador on the streets of Soweto trying to get to see him on Robbins Island.
You now say you weren't arrested and it didn't happen in Soweto. You were at the airport in Johannesburg and you were stopped from going through the door for blacks. I guess the question is, were you confused or were you just trying to embellish a story?
No.
That's when a Democrat accuses anybody of lying. When a Democrat accuses anybody of lying, they are the example of fraud, of policy theft. They rule and reside over the areas that are the most expensive, the most corrupt, and they love it.
This was a stolen election.
This looks to me like it is the end of what has been a 4.5, the end game to a 4.5 year long effort to overthrow the president of the United States. It looks like it's exactly that.
They knew they were going to need that room to make up for his margins. And here's where they got screwed up. The margins were much bigger than they anticipated. They were figuring they had to make up a couple 100,000 votes in Pennsylvania, maybe 100,000 in Michigan, maybe 80 or 90,000 in Wisconsin. Now they're looking at numbers like 800,000, 300,000, 400,000. They had to do plenty of cheating in the middle of the night in order to catch up. And that's why they kept the Republicans out.
81,283,501. They're either fake or that's how many scumbags we have in the country. 312-642-5600.
He believes in freedom, capitalism, and individual liberty. And because of that, he's become an enemy of the state. He's Shaun Thompson.